What is up, guys? Rick Hackus here, and this is my first episode of my new series, Best Blues, going over rare weapons that you should definitely keep your eye out for. Now, what's the point of this? Why go over rare weapons? Well, simply put, rare weapons are being extremely ignored by most Guardians simply because there is better rarities in purple and exotic. However, this shouldn't be the case. Rare weapons, although they have less attack and often less perks, they can still spawn with incredible stats and can still do insane damage in PvP, as normal Crucible play doesn't take level advantages into account. Now let's start off today with the Evergreen 2.1. This is a dark below pulse rifle with insane starting stats. Now, first thing you're going to notice is this thing actually looks really cool. The green with the white stripes, like this looks cooler than most legendaries. Now I know looking cool isn't that amazing of a feature, but it matters, and being able to kill someone with a cool looking gun is just another nail in their coffin. Now I'm going to go over the perks of this gun first. Kinetic damage, obviously it's blue. The sights are decent. Sure shot is probably the best one because unfortunately this pulse rifle does come with the carrying case kind of frame, and this can obstruct your vision somewhat. Now going back to the perks here, we have Take a Knee. Totally useless, and that just is going to kind of show you guys how good this gun's stats are because its perk, Take a Knee, is complete crap. Going on, we actually have two very useful perks, Hand Loaded, which increases the range and does nothing else, and Fitted Stock, which increases the stability and does nothing else. And with Fitted Stock, this thing goes to basically max stability. I'm going to shoot it here with Hand Loaded, and you can see the recoil pattern is not anything to brag about, but it's definitely not bad. Switch here and you can switch on the fly to Fitted Stock, and that increases again the stability to basically the maximum of the stat, and it's pretty darn good. I've gotten quite a few snipes with this weapon. Now, a benefit of blue weapons is, again, this is a dark below weapon. It doesn't have the perks that increase stability but come at a cost. Fitted Stock just increases stability. If this was a purple weapon from the House of Wolves, I would be lowering something else, and that's exactly what happened to my Hopscotch Pilgrim. I increased the stability, but I lowered the already low range, and this was a very bad thing. Now, to show you the stats, I'm going to compare it here to the Hopscotch Pilgrim. You can see that the Hopscotch Pilgrim barely beats it in range and barely beats it at reload. Otherwise, and in fact actually the Evergreen, if you can look, it has a slight advantage in stability. So the Evergreen is barely worse than the freaking Hopscotch Pilgrim, considered one of the best guns in the game. Compared it here to the Messenger, you can see the stability advantage is even more so to the Evergreen, and actually has better magazine size and better reload. Now, obviously, the Messenger has more range. Now, what does this all mean? Well, I'm not saying the Evergreen is going to be the #1 gun in PvP by any stretch of the imagination, but it does the same rate of fire and damage as the heavy hitter pulse rifles, again, like the Hopscotch Pilgrim and the Messenger. We all know that those two guns are powerhouses in PvP. The Evergreen actually slots in, and you can see from the gameplay, I have no problem taking people down with the Evergreen. This gun is extremely effective. So if you're someone who maybe you aren't the best at PvP and you're having trouble in Trials of Osiris, you can't get the Messenger, and you don't want to grind non-stop in Vanguard Dragon to get the Hopscotch Pilgrim, hop onto Vanguard Rock, which is the Dark Below Strike playlist, and you have a chance to get the Evergreen. Since it's awarded just as a plain weapon, you might already actually have this, especially since people are often relic hunting, which is playing older Strike playlists in order to get old pre-House of Wolves gear like the LDR sniper rifle. In fact, you've probably received an Evergreen at one point and just deleted it immediately simply because it was blue. But again, as you can see from the gameplay, that may have been a mistake. Now, I will say a huge downside of the Evergreen and the fact that it's blue is that it doesn't have any amazing beneficial perks. This thing would be unreal with a Headseeker perk or a Third Eye perk, none of which it can even acquire. However, its excellent base stats and year 1 versions of perks that give nothing but benefits to range and stability means that this really is a poor man's Hopscotch Pilgrim. And trust me guys, that is a compliment. So if you're awarded an Evergreen, don't just turn it into materials, give it a chance. Now we're going to be going over Destiny's best blues as this series continues into and past the Taken King. If you know of some blues that you think deserve to be looked at again, leave it in the comment section below. That's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. Doing so will let you see Destiny content similar to this. My Twitch channel and Twitter are both linked in the description of this video. So check out my Twitter if you want to get in touch with me, and check out my Twitch if you want to see my ramblings live. Again, I hope you enjoy, and as always, have a good day.